Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up? Give me a microphone test. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Yeah, give me an audio test. Give me an audio test. Let me know y'all can hear me or not. Alright, cool. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Should we go hat backwards or hat frontwards tonight? We're gonna go hat frontwards tonight. Um, we're gonna give everybody a chance to catch in, come through, tap in. You already know what this one about, man. You already know what this one about. Y'all seen the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure. If not, y'all seen the title. And so we're gonna get into that in just a second. Give me a second to get myself preparated. For the people who coming in and don't know what that means, it just means for my neuropathy. Normally, if I have to sit here an hour, I do medicate by smoking. All for medical purposes only. Although I do think if it wasn't for medical purposes, I still may have to do it to stimulate the mind. I don't recommend any kids to do that at all. And yeah, so without any further ado, y'all make sure y'all keep the chat. Everybody greet each other in the chat. We're gonna sit here and raise some awareness. We got a story to talk about. We gotta raise some awareness. Justice for Melissa, man. Y'all hashtag justice for Melissa, 8-year-old baby. We're gonna get into it. Let me turn my camera because I have to prepare myself. And yeah, we definitely gonna get into it. It's just crazy. And I thought about it. I was gonna do it once a week, but I have to do it at least 4 times a week, and maybe the remainder 3 days I'll do something fun. But it's too many innocent babies losing their life. Too many kids losing their life due to adult gang violence situations. Like I said, I'm not gonna start talking about it now because I don't want to spoil or give out any commentary before I get into it. So like I said, let me finish this real quick, and I got y'all. We're gonna jump straight into it. How everybody night going, or day, depending on what time it is where you are. Y'all let me know what type of day or night y'all having. 1 being the least, 10 being the best. What type of night are you having? Not an overall day, but like as of right now, how is your night going? Mine's just going excellent. It's going perfect. Great. I gotta stop the show real quick. The number one male supporter is in the building. I gotta turn the camera around when I say this. All right, number one male supporter in the building, my boy Joshua, 24 Swoosh. Grandma's in the building. Bro, I appreciate all of the support you've been doing, especially over the period of time. As time go by, you still here, and that is very rare. That's a gemstone that people normally don't find, so I really appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna get back to doing what I was doing. Always got to stop the show to acknowledge this young man. Like I say, he's the number one male supporter over here on this channel. Him and my brother DT Hope. Can't forget Prince Daniel and Betrayed by Sins, as well as my homie Jay Breeze. I can't even really put Jay Breeze under the bus because he got things going on, and I'm pretty sure if everything was straight, you know what I'm saying, and he had that time to relax, but bro working, and he moved into his crib, and he got his old lady and stuff like that. So I do understand those type of situations. Like my brother DT Hope TV, he's working, and he's doing a lot, and so Queen that came through in the building. Much respect and appreciation to everybody that's coming through. We about to get into this one. I had to roll up on this one, y'all. I got my notes taken down because I didn't want to mess nothing up. I didn't want to screw nothing up or give y'all anything I didn't know. So this time what I did was I done my homework, and I absolutely done my studying before I brought this to y'all. Alright, so let's get into it, right? Y'all see the thumbnail. 8-year-old Melissa Bottega, to be exact. Now, this did happen 2 years ago, but due to a lot of celebrities going to jail or getting killed, that stuff like this gets overshadowed, and you will never even know. I mean, that's just like the celebrity, what's the guy named Julio Fulio, when he got killed and shot. I didn't know a 7-year-old little girl got shot in that same situation. Everybody was talking about Julio Fulio. And so this happened 2 years ago, but definitely needs some awareness. And so I'm here to bring y'all that awareness. It's a story of 8-year-old Melissa Bottega. And it's not a lot really to dig into. It's just the the situation at hand. So basically, her and her mom, they stayed in Chicago. It was the Chicago area. Her and her mom basically was walking. It was daylight, broad daylight. Hold on, y'all. This kid's acting crazy. I'll be right back. One you just ate like an hour ago. All right, give me a minute to do this. All right, y'all. So 8-year-old Melissa Bodega was walking with her mom, I believe through a shopping center. Now, the part that kills me is the age of the young man who was responsible for taking her life. Now, this wasn't like a planned attack where they just like pretty much was targeting her and her mom. What happened was her and her mom decided to wake up one day and go on a nice shopping spree, a mother-daughter thing. And in the midst of that, somewhere around that area was a 16-year-old boy who was involved in the game. I don't know which gang exactly, and if I did, I still wouldn't say it here just to keep things, down. But the 16-year-old boy was involved in the game. And his rivals was a 15-year-old boy. And basically, they saw each other. And when they saw each other, it was at the exact same time they saw Melissa Bodega and her mom. Now, what follows next is very, very disturbing, so please cautious. What happened was the 15-year-old boy, once he started getting shot at, he literally ran behind Melissa Bodega and her mom. He grabbed this girl to use her as a shield. This 16-year-old boy grabbed the 8-year-old girl, used her as a shield, and the 16-year-old didn't care at all. He's still shooting. Somehow the mom did not get shot, but Melissa took a bullet through her forehead, clean in and out. And for a while, the young man was on the run. They eventually caught this guy, and so without digging too farther into that story, these guys was influenced through rap music. Now, I don't know too much about the Spanish culture of music, but there were some Spanish gangster rappers that these guys was heavily listening to. And the affiliation behind them pretty much leads back to the Spanish rappers that these guys was in tune with. And so pretty much, let's say, and I'm just throwing names out there because I don't know the exact name, right? But let's just say the Spanish rappers was GD, right? That's Gangster Disciples. Then you got the younger generation that'll be BGD, call them Baby Gangster Disciples, or YN, Young N-Words Disciples. And so they was following after their favorite rappers, and that led them to taking the life of an 8-year-old girl in Chicago. Now, I already knew that Chicago had crazy violence. I pretty much knew that already. And they say it's so bad that if you could just get out of Chicago, get out of Chicago. There's no mayor, no presidency that's going to change what's going on in Chicago. And so my thing is, how do you survive that? What else could the mom had done different? Just stay in the house? What can y'all do? Like in Chicago, like stay in the house? Is that the only thing, the only option y'all have? What type of life is that? That's why they say these violent video games contribute. Oh my gosh, yes. See, and I had to take my kids away because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. I was let my kids play Grand Theft Auto, right? But I wouldn't let them play like the missions of the game. Because like pretty much on Grand Theft Auto, you can do like, you could drive to the races, you could go race, you could drive to the golf course, you could go play golf, you could drive to the movie theaters. So they do stuff like that, like happy stuff in real life. But once I got to seeing what was going on the internet, it was like, okay, I got to pull them away from that. And they would tell me like, Dad, we're responsible enough not to do. And it's like, it's not even about the y'all being responsible enough. Influence can be so powerful that it overrides responsibility. It overrides your better judgment. And that's why they say be careful who and what you let in your circle. Because like I said, influence can be so powerful. Half of these people that's doing this is grown men. Which leads back to 8-year-old Melissa. She lost her life because two Hispanic rappers decided they wanted to be gangster rappers, not knowing one day that they was going to influence two young men, 15 and 16, to become part of the game. And now the 15-year-old want to be the top dog in the game. The 16-year-old want to be top dog in the game. So now they're going at each other. And as they finally meet up with each other, here's this beautiful mom and this beautiful daughter just trying to relax and have a great day. And the daughter ended up taking a bullet through the middle of her forehead. I mean, it happened so fast, I don't even think the daughter even knew what happened. Thank God that it happened that fast. She didn't have to suffer. But how many more babies we got to lose? How many times I'm going to have to come on here and talk about these instances? Like, how many kids we got to lose? Do y'all know? I don't know if y'all know this or not. Go check it out on the internet. It's more kids. I want y'all to listen when I say this. It's more kids that lost their life to gun violence within the past 4 years than adults. I'm going to say that one more time for y'all. It was more kids hospitalized from gun violence within the past 2 years than adults. And these ain't just kids shooting kids. These ain't all kids shooting each other. Half of this stuff is adults. We just was covering a little girl that got her life taken at the car wash. We just covered that. And there's 2 more lives that got taken after that. Babies though. These ain't grown people. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I first thought about doing something like this, I say, yo, I gotta look at these rappers. I get a list of rappers. I write them down. I'm like, okay, so-and-so, Mo3, he got his life taken, blah, blah, blah. This rapper got his life taken. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, why would I use my voice for these grown men that put themselves in that situation when I could be using my voice for the kids? They got their lives taken away the same way these young men got their life taken away. But the difference is these children didn't involve themselves in these situations. These rappers did. Mo3 did. Young Dirk did. I don't care if the rappers are deceased or not dead. Sometimes you have to speak the truth. These rappers involve themselves. They want to be gangster rappers. They want to tell the people that they beefing with that, hey, your son is dead and I just peed on his grave. And they're video recording this stuff. I know y'all see it. I know y'all not blind. Y'all seeing this stuff on YouTube. They're digging up people's graves, urinating in people's graves. These is what these grown men are doing. So you got nothing but kids on the internet watching this stuff. The grown-ups control what's the internet. They're behind the internet, but you got the kids in front of it that's taking all of it in. So when you go urinating on somebody's grave, what do you think a young man is going to do? And we be like, yo, they so lost. What happened to the world? We be like, yo, what happened to the world? Why is these babies this generation? It's not this generation. No. We got it messed up. It's not this generation at all. It's the generation before. Yo, you. It's the generation before this generation. Somebody had to influence these kids to do this. They didn't just take it up on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's too many adults that's easily influenced when we should be the influencers. I see grown men walk around all day talking about something the Young Thug did, so they're gonna try to mock the same thing, something the Future did. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these dudes and I'm going, bro, you are a grown. Even me, I'm Lil Wayne crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to nobody else but Lil Wayne. Ain't no way in the hell I'm about to do a whole freaking album. Ain't no way in the hell I'm about to say, yo, I want to go skateboard. I'm going to do all these skateboard videos because that's what Lil Wayne do. Like, hell no. Because at some point, somebody's looking at you. It don't matter. This is what these adults get it. This is where they get it mixed up. They looking at Future and Young Thug now, and they see all the praise that they're getting. People realize you don't have to be in a position that Future and Young Thug no man to get that same praise. These kids looking at any and everybody as an influence. As long as you're a little bit older than them, they're gonna look at you as an influence. So the things that we do, we have to kind of watch it, man. And I know it's hard to say because we grown, we don't want to listen to nobody. Who am I, a YouTuber, to tell y'all what to do, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, the voice and a small decision is more powerful than action because your voice and a small decision become action as well. And sometimes it become more powerful than the action you set out for. So that's why you always have to be responsible with your voice. Be careful with your attitude because sometimes we get pissed off at people. We come on the internet and we like to make posts and and at some point we got to stop being selfish. Just babies out here losing their lives. 8-year-old Melissa Bodega. And, other babies. We're going to cover some other babies too. But, justice for Alyssa. I need y'all to hashtag that in there. This little baby was innocent. Not even a teenager yet. That's sad when you don't live to become a teenager because of the responsibility of somebody else. I can see if it was her. Somebody was like, oh, the little girl was chasing the ball in the street. She got hit and it led to her losing her life. At least she would have been responsible for her own 8-year-old life. But for some 16 and 15-year-olds trying to mock Future and Drake and whoever else, a baby lost her life because y'all listening to these clown rappers. Man, yeah, I can't, yeah, because it's like, I don't know if a lot of y'all understand where I'm coming from. I have babies. You know, my kids still at baby stage. One of my babies just got out of like pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? So I still have like little ones. And so when I look at these stories of these babies, I don't look at it as, oh man, somebody in the world and lost their baby. I look at it and I put myself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And I just go, man, it's scary, it's crazy, and you can't really always fault because things happen in a split second. I'm going there, little dude would have grabbed my son and tried to use him as a shield. I would have grabbed him, but bullets travel fast. I know when 8 bullets hit me, I tried to say, hold up, before I can even put my hands up. I had 8 bullets through my ass already. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes when those situations happen, we have to be careful about saying I would have done this or I would have done that, or if I was there, things would have been different, etc. And it's just another reason to let you women know that y'all have to arm yourself and protect yourselves. I know that we shouldn't have to rely on firearms and pepper spray and tasers and things like that. Early 2000s, late 90s, sure, didn't have to do none of that. People was fighting. Y'all remember fights? I remember when a fight used to pop off outside, the whole neighborhood goes. I don't do that no more. People do not do that no more. And y'all remember people used to be protective, like, oh, it's a baby around, bro. Don't even pull that gun out. It's a mama over there. Don't even pull that gun out. These dudes are rapping, and in their raps, they will tell you, if your baby with you, then your baby just with you. You better hope that baby don't catch a bullet. Oh yeah, they brave. They telling y'all this. Like they telling y'all in their songs. They say, yo, kids ain't. It's not off limits. They are now saying this. It went from protecting the moms and the babies till now, and they skip straight past saying moms. I guess moms, y'all definitely not off limits because these kids, they went straight to the kids. It was interviews. So many rappers said this out their own mouth. It's in their songs. Don't believe me? Do your research. Y'all need me to find the videos, react to it. I do it for y'all. But these rappers are so brazen that they're saying this. They're not just saying this to try to sound cool. After most of these people killed or took the lives of some babies, they posted and said, well, that baby was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I promise y'all I can't make this up. And I'm sitting here going, damn, how much clout how many thumbs ups, how many comments you want? Like, is it worth degrading yourself as a human? Because we have to always remember, we always speak this about other, but when it comes to our babies, we ready to stomp on something, but we can speak like this about other people's babies? Man, something ain't right. Something going on, man, within this music, within the entertainment space. We need more DT Hope TVs. We need more Joshua's. We need more men like that. We need Betrayed by Sins, Tay Weezy, guys just enjoying playing a game and streaming a game. And it's too many rap wannabes, and it's too many thugs and gangster wannabes. It's like, yo, that's why when I say, yo, after a while, I say, yo, I don't want to just be a rapper. Dub me the rap influencer, because it's like, I don't want that title with the rest of them dudes. Even though you fit for your own title, you self your own title. Your title is what you give the people. That's how they title you, is what you give them. But when your category name is in the same category, people are gonna automatically assume. I don't want assumptions upon me based off what other rappers are doing. I want people to, some of them, I want them to look at me and be like, dude, lame. He ain't really no rapper. Cool, I got it. Fine. Just because I ain't got no bodies under me, just because I'm not bragging about taking the life of the person that shot me 8 times, I could have made several songs saying that. You know what I'm saying? I pray for the dude family. Y'all ain't never heard me say nothing about what happened to the dude that shot me 8 times. It just ain't, what's the purpose? Because at some point that could happen to me. Then somebody else would be saying the same thing to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's just the wrong influencers, man. And I really wish I could pinpoint who it started with, because everything was cool at first. Music was fun. Music was cool. And it's like somebody just messed it up. I don't know who in the hell it was. I think it was Young Thug. After Thug came, and I hate to put the blame on one specific person, but y'all gotta remember. Y'all remember before Thug came in, we were still listening to Baby, you know that I miss you. I wanna get with you, but I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone, I'll see you later on. I remember we was listening to that. we're listening to so. She called my phone like that. Now Thug came and rather not rolling that spider. I whip it, he shoot it, we shooting, I'm killing, I'm shooting your mama. Like, why are you shooting people, mama? You yelling at the reverend. And they putting this stuff in songs. And these kids just took a hold of it. Now, if you're not saying none of this in your rap, you are lame. That's how I know people call. They say it in my comments all the time. Even the people that used to listen to me, they say, yo, you need to go back to rapping your street rap. For what? To influence who? To do what? In the wrong way. Because I realized at some point, even if that's why I tell people numbers don't mean nothing. Once I realized that one song I did and I seen my kids mocking it, and they literally was trying to go out and recreate what I was saying, I was like, nah. If that one song did that to these kids, I wonder how many kids on the internet would click on it and they will get influenced by that as well. We got 9 minutes left up on here. And so yeah, man, I think it was Young Thug, Future, at that kind of somewhere in there. By the grace of God, you still here to tell your story. Absolutely. And after that happened, that was just, for me, it was an instant change. Y'all know how people say you ain't gonna change overnight? Sometimes when stuff like that happen, Queen, it do changes you overnight. Once them bullets, the moment I got hit and I knew I got hit, I knew I wanted to change my life. I knew I couldn't be breaking in people's houses. I knew I couldn't be selling drugs. I knew I couldn't be hanging on the corner, shooting at people for no reason. I knew I couldn't be doing none of that stuff anymore, because it's like your life can get taken in an instant. People ask me all the time, when you was on the ground staring at the barrel of that gun, what was one of the things you was thinking about? And you know how in the movies they show the flashbacks of your life and all of that. I ain't get no flashbacks. What I thought about and what I seen and what I knew, how I knew I was dead. That's the first thing. When you get shot over that many times, when an EMS was counting my wounds and he got to 6, I said, oh yeah, I'm dead. But the one thing I was thinking about, honestly, y'all, through all the thug, y'all got to remember, I was a full blood. Like, I was a blood, like initially affiliated into the Bloods, like full on gangster. Gun on me still and everything. And the first thing I thought about was, damn, I am not going to leave a legacy behind. Nobody's going to remember me for nothing. Maybe a few of these street dudes, but they probably going to be dead or locked up too. And I'm thinking to myself, yo, God, if I get another chance to live, I'm going to do something for somebody to remember me by. And since that happened, it's just like everything for me. Hey, Alice, thank you for coming in. And since that happened, it was just like, man, you know what? Because I cared about how people viewed me, and I wanted to have the rapper look, the rapper persona. Like, I wanted the street rapper. How these kids is now, how they looking at Thug and them, Young Thug and them. That's how I was. I wanted that look, and man, it got to a point, man, to when that happened to me, man, I just was just like visualizing everything. I sat back and looked at everything, and I couldn't find one thing that I was proud of myself for. I was so desperately trying to figure out, okay, did I ever do anything for my mom? Did I ever do anything for my little sisters? Did I ever even pass a spelling test in school? And I'm thinking of all these things, like, yo, what was they gonna say at my funeral? Like, you sold 17 bags of weed? I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just being real. What was they gonna say at my funeral? Like, bro, he won 3 fights at school. Like, what could they say? He was a good person. Everybody say that about everybody at their funeral at some point. I want people to remember me by specifics. And so when that happened, it turned me from who I was, man, to Joseph, aka TSM rapper. And I was like, yo, this is the life I want to live, because I seen how quick your life can be taken. Some of y'all probably still don't understand right now. As I'm telling it to y'all probably still wouldn't understand. And y'all wouldn't. A lot of people wouldn't understand until your life is almost taken from you. I can't make this up. Until your life is almost taken from you, you would not understand. I was on them streets crazy. Y'all hear me? I've lost a lot of weight. That's just what the diabetes do. And at first I was kind of down about it, because y'all see how shredded I could get and I can be at one point. And it's like the supplements. In order for me to stay at that pace and to stay shredded like that, I have to take supplements every single day, and I have to work out every single day. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just telling Mariah that I'm gonna start my workout routine. I'm gonna start that back this week. It's just the film. I'm spending so much time producing this film, and I'm trying to not let my foot off the gas, but I'm gonna somehow try to amplify and not make excuses for myself. Try to amplify somewhere in between there where I can do both. Yeah, diabetes is very bad. Very, very bad. Brings you up, brings you down. That's definitely why for me, my glucose is on a level to where if I want to keep my weight elevated, I have to take supplements. I have to constantly take supplements. So yeah. You the second person that told me that. Now I wish I was a big dude. That way I feel good about myself. But I'm already, small frame. And y'all like, yo, you losing weight. Don't make me pull a six pack up on y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Don't make me. Y'all, we don't need to play those games. Y'all know what it is. What kind of supplements? It's called it's something like Synthol. And I forget the exact name of it, and it's not a B12. It's owned by this guy, Ryback Reeves, and so I did a sponsor with him probably like a year or two ago, and that ended. And ever since that ended, I've been on his supplements like crazy. 150, yes, I'm 150. And so when I go down, I'm like 145. I lose like 5-7 pounds or something like that. But it's very noticeable because, like I said, when you're a diabetic, your glucose is what controls your whole ultimatum up here, your face, everything. I got a shorts on my channel where I'm showing the differences of how my face is when I'm going through my diabetes sickness and when I'm not going through my diabetes sickness. And you guys can definitely tell the difference. Yeah, and so, Alex, the thing with that, I'm already taking antidepressant meds, right? And then I'm taking my schizophrenia meds. And that right there is a beast itself. When you mix that schizophrenic medicine with them supplements, it's just like sometimes it makes you sleep all day. And I do not like to sleep all day. We got 3 minutes left on here. Y'all got any questions? I recommend y'all drop them now. I'm going to try to have the Superman WOS Good versus Evil. I'm going to try to have that done by, what today is, y'all? Let me see. Tuesday. We're gonna try to have it uploaded at least by Friday. Yeah. Y'all enjoy the Elmo freestyle? Queen, you scared me for a minute. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I ain't seen you like in a minute, and I'm like, yo, what did I do to Queen? Y'all be disappearing on. Oh, y'all, guess what I talked to? Slim Shell. I talked to Jackie. That girl Jackie. Remember her? She commented on one of my shorts. And she like, yo, she misses. She haven't talked to her friends in a while. We understand why she have to disappear often as she do. So Michelle, Didi, we three know why she have to disappear as often as she do. But she's definitely here for a while to stay. And so, she might ultimately disappear again. But one real thing is when somebody leave for a while and then they come back and holler at you like, yeah, this is why I left, but I'm still messing with you. That's a blessing. I'm watching you. Trust. LOL. All right, then, Queen, now. You be scaring me, I'll be scared. You and Fanny, like, y'all just be, I don't know, y'all just like disappear on me, stop talking to me, y'all be pushing me to the side. I just be like, all right, then, forget it. Forget it. I don't say forget it. I'll be looking at y'all videos and stuff, make sure y'all ain't make a bad comment about me. Like, TSM, who do you think he is? I was in his live last time, he ain't say nothing to me. So I ain't messing with him no more. Betrayed. Why you making a thinking emoji face of me? Y'all, I'm being, them brothers say keeping it real, betrayed. You know how they say keeping it real? I'm keeping it real. I'm gonna be all the way 100 with y'all. You, Fanny, and Queen. Y'all just be disappearing. Let me make this very clear. I'm not saying that like y'all have to check in or tap in. Not like that. I'm saying it in a funny way. Because I don't want y'all to be like, excuse me? Ain't nobody got to tap into you. You lucky I'm watching your videos in the first place. Like, because I ain't got to do that. I can go to DT Hope. Like, don't do that. I'm just playing with y'all. Nobody never take anything I say serious unless I'm talking about a serious situation. But if it sounds like I'm picking on you, it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm just picking on you. Fanny said false. I'm gonna tell y'all about Fanny. Fanny likes to. Let me see. How can I put this with her? Fanny is. She does her own thing. It's like getting in touch with Fanny is like me trying to get in touch with Beyonce to do a song. I can never really kind of like. You know what I'm saying? I can never really like kind of like. And if I do kind of like write it, it'd be like 2-3 words. I'll be like, yo, Fanny, I'm about to get this show. I'm about to get this film started or whatever. Let me know whenever you need some more pictures. Yeah, okay. Damn, I just gave you 1,500 words and you tell me, yeah, okay. I don't get a thank you. What's up, TSM? You need a cup of water. Here go a stick of bubble mat. Like, you don't like none of that. You just like, damn. Marcus, what's up, bro? Hey, I appreciate y'all coming, man. We ran up the whole 30 minutes tonight, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. I'm working on getting a new chain, and I'm not gonna give this right here, this silver away, but this white gold right here, I will be giving this away in a giveaway. All I ask you is probably don't sell it. I mean, if you want to, you can, but like you should want to keep that and be like, yo, because one day I'm gonna make it 10 times bigger than what I am, and you should want to be like, yo, bro gave me this personally. And you know that'd be a good gift for you to have memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Tomorrow, be looking forward to DD and Slim Shells podcast at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, followed by a 9 o'clock live. And also, I'm going to be trying to do an interview with LaRonica. So I'm going to tap in with her. Y'all just be looking forward to a bunch of things, man. I'll see y'all later.